Hello you lovely kings, queens, and in-betweens, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Elaine, and today I'm unboxing another figure I just got from Japan. Today I'll be opening this KDcolle Albedo Restraint version figure, which is currently blocking my face. I'm just going to take a moment for some box appreciation. We can see the figure hidden inside. Just a little bit naughty. Just a little bit naughty. Very plain opening for the front. On the side, we can see the full figure with one of the faces. It looks like this one comes with more than one face, which I wasn't aware of when I ordered. I'm kind of excited about it, but at the same time, I've always kind of been creeped out by those bonus faces because they're just, you know, sitting there in the package and it's a little weird. Ignore Yotsuba in the background who has fallen and can't get up. This is just some close-ups of the different features on the figure. And finally, another close-up of the nicely sculpted clothing that we see on Albedo. And without any further ado, I'm just going to open this girl up. So this slid right out, and it looks like it's going to be a very straightforward build that she's largely put together already, and we're just going to put this into place on the stand so she's nice and stable. So without any further ado, I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to give my final thoughts when I'm done. I might have lied. Before I put her together, I'm just going to show off the components so you can really appreciate the pieces. First, I'm going to show the alternate face, which is just kind of a general sweet facial expression. I really like the texture on this fiber. I'm assuming it's resin. It has a sort of brushed feeling, kind of like a peach pillow. I think they're called peach skin when you get, you know, a body pillow or a throw pillow with anime characters on it. So this feels really great. I like how that's going. The base is very basic, just a single peg, which you can see poking out of the middle. It kind of looks like a cracked mirror type thing. And I like it, but at the same time, I wish there was a little something more to it, but I think it'll blend nicely with the colors on the figure itself. Now we have Albedo. I was really wondering how they were going to do the chain hands, and I see they just kind of stuck them to places on the figure where they wouldn't fall or cause problems. So I'm happy I don't have to try to, you know, get those on there and potentially snap something. The figure itself seems fairly sturdy, although like if you press these, they do bend and move a lot. So just be, you know, gentle and careful. I love the ombre they did with Albedo's hair. I've noticed this is something that happens with a lot of figures of Albedo, where they'll make her hair flow from one color to the next. I feel like this really isn't the case in the show, but I do like how it looks in real life, even if it's not necessarily true to the show. I would say that her feet look a little big, little slightly janky feet, but you know, generally good. Probably going to keep her a little more stable this way. Her wings are very nicely sculpted, not quite as detailed as some of the other wings I've seen on other figures, but you could clearly see the feathers defined here. We've got a nice side view. We can clearly see her horns, and she has a nice little kind of shy figure. Her clothes are a little skimpy, but you know, it's an anime figure and that's what you want. Am I right? Am I right? Now, for reals, I'm going to get her on the stand, let you know how stable she is and other details that you might want to know if you're considering buying this figure. So this is our final product. I'm happy with it overall, but I will say there are a few little details that I'm not the happiest with. First, the base feels a little flimsy. It feels like it might snap under too much pressure, and I'm not super happy with that. The other thing I don't like is these are very bendable. So if we press down too hard when you're trying to get the figure into the slot, I'm worried that they might snap. Otherwise, they're very beautifully sculpted. I like how they curl in the front. I think it gives this a very elegant design and really frames her figure nicely. The other thing I don't like is because her feet are so large, you can't actually get her all the way into the peg. So the peg is exposed, and you can make it out if you're looking at it from the front. So you can kind of see it there underneath her leg. There's no way to get this down further without snapping the wings and breaking her. So that's something that, I mean, could have probably been fixed or at least made a little better. Maybe they could have put something there so it wasn't quite as visible. Maybe the wings could have curled in more or something. I don't know. Something like that. I do really like the other details. I like how the hair frames her face. I like how the wings frame her. I like her nice skimpy clothes. The only thing, like I said, is that peg and the feet I'm really not fond of. I do think that it is a little delicate. It's definitely very malleable in your hands, so you definitely want to be careful when handling it. Another little detail I didn't really get to mention before, which is probably the most noticeable from this angle, are the little chains around her feet. This is the restraint version, so I guess it makes sense they're there, but I didn't really notice that in the pictures when I was purchasing it. But that's a nice little detail they added. I like also you could see the rings on the hands at the top, suggesting that they are the overlords or Einzelgones. So that's pretty cool. Love her facial expression. Love this overall. It's just those few little details I really wish they had addressed so it would be an even stronger figure. But this is definitely a great addition to my collection and something I would recommend as long as you are someone who can handle things delicately, because like I said, I'm worried things will snap if you're not very careful. And there you have it, my review of the Albedo Restraint version from KDcolle. What do you think of my review? Is this a figure you have been checking out that you now want to buy because I've given this review and kind of sealed the deal for you? Or is this something that, you don't think is for you? Let me know down below in the comments. I always like to know what you lovely kings, queens, and in-betweens think. And if you like what you saw here today, please smash that like button until it's blue. Subscribe, ring that bell so you always know what's up. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.